Howdy everyone, coming to you from the conclusion of the final regular season Dave Campbell's featured game of the week in week 11 here at the Battle of the Lakes, or the Battle of the Frozen Lakes more. It feels like quite chilly out here tonight, but it was Lake Travis coming down to Shapp Stadium to take on the number 1 ranked Austin Westlake Shapps, and big emphasis on number 1 ranked. Okay, Lake Travis came into this game ranked 8th in 6A in the state. 63-21, the Shapps just put it on them tonight. And I talked about this earlier on Bally Sports Southwest, but it's completely worth reiterating. We've had Westlake ranked number 1 in the state the entire year, undisputed number 1, back-to-back state championships, 1 in 6AD2, 1 in 6AD1. Just this past year, and you know that they're good. You hear all the time, we talk about Tony Salazar's defense, we talk about Cade Klubnik, we talk about all of these things, but tonight really put it into perspective of how well oiled of a machine this Westlake team really is. Now, Cade Klubnik was hurt in week 7 against Austin Bowie. And he was back tonight, and we didn't know if that was going to be the case. Realistically, there weren't many implications on this game. Like, Travis is going D1 in the playoffs, Westlake is going D2, so all that was up for grabs was the gold ball at the end of the night, but that still definitely meant something to this team, and it meant something to Cade as well. I think that you could probably assume here that he was being his own advocate and saying, Coach, I want to play in this game, it's my senior year. And obviously Coach Dodge had talked with their medical staff and said, okay, he's good. The injury was to his non-throwing shoulder, but you still worry about it of going, this is a team that has their eyes set on AT&T Stadium. Is it worth it to play him, especially against a team that doesn't like him? Not only just doesn't like Cade, but doesn't like Westlake in general, to be clear there. But they were operating on all cylinders tonight. There's nothing that this team can't do, from the offense with Cade Klubnik and their unbelievable receiving core and their balanced attack with running the ball. And then you matriculate over to the defense, and Tony Salazar a wizard at having this defense so unbelievably well disciplined. They don't miss a beat. They always know where their assignments are. They always know where they're supposed to be, who they're supposed to be covering, what they're supposed to be doing. And there's never a look of panic. There's never a look of confusion. It's we go out there, we operate the way that we do, and we get the job done. And tonight was a tremendous showing by the Shapps. And like I said, 63-21, just obliterated Lake Travis. Now, again, we talked about this on Bally Sports earlier too. This isn't to take away from the amount of talent that Lake Travis has. They've got Bo Edmondson at quarterback, only a junior there, still doing what he needs to do, and Caleb Burton, of course, the 5-star Ohio State commit on the edge, and then Derek Johnson running the ball. They have all that talent. They just really couldn't put it all together tonight, and anyone trying to stop what Westlake is doing offensively right now is hard. If you're going to beat them one way, they're going to beat you 3 ways, and so quite impressive here. Lake Travis, Coach Dodge at the end of it was telling them, hey, go get right and go start your run, because coaches do look at this as 3 parts. You have non-district, you have district play, and you have playoffs. This is the start to the 3rd season for them. There's that atmosphere and the electricity in the air, and people look at this as a way to start over. It doesn't matter if this game ended this way. You can bounce back when you need to and go make a run in the playoffs. So Lake Travis definitely going to try and do that. And I sent in the Slack earlier, and I feel like I'm comfortable enough after watching this performance tonight. I still think that, yes, I think Katy and Westlake will end up meeting in that state semifinal, and we'll see how that ends up at that time. Obviously, injury bearing, that could change a lot of things, but if Austin Westlake plays the way that they did tonight, on the level and the caliber that they had tonight on the field, it'll be incredibly hard for even Gary Joseph and his squad to try and find a way to beat this team. It can be done, but if they're playing the way they did tonight, it's going to be a hard, miraculous battle to be able to take down this team. So 63-21, your final for the Battle of the Lakes. After we finally got to see it after 2 years off, it had been 500 and something odd days since this, or 755 days, that's what it was, 755 days since these two teams had seen each other, and the streak for Westlake of a 34 game win streak now since the last time they saw Lake Travis, well, it continues, and we can see both of these teams make their way down into the playoffs. But hey guys, we made it! Playoff time in Texas. Super excited for that. Remember, on Monday we're going to have our complete bracketology breakdown on Texas Football Today, so we'll see you then. But until then, I'm going to chill out in the cold for a little bit longer, and we'll see you on Scoreboard Live. Bye guys.